your girl Adeola. Yes, so Mr. President is back in the country. Alhamdulillah. Nigerian President is back and we're also excited. I'm talking about my very own father in the Lord, President Muhammadu Buhari. Put up my photo with Mr. President. It's your girl. You're welcome. I'm very happy that he's back. Ekbala Toby, alhamdulillah. We have missed you so much, Mr. President, especially me and Koledo. You should ask people, me and Koledo, we have not been able to sleep or eat since you traveled. We didn't eat, we didn't sleep. We were so worried. We were praying. We were like, Father, Mr. President, you must touch him and lay your hands on him. We are happy that you are back, Ojari. Don't mind enemies of progress. What is this? Hey! Father, they have started. Who put this on Twitter? Dr. Damages, while you were away, that small girl, Adeola of Keeping Hero, said, I performed better than you. I know, send up. Hey, why is it that he likes to pick on me? Have I ever picked on him? By the way, why did he call me a small girl? Waka, in case you are watching me, Dr. Damages, Benny, you like trouble. Don't mind him, Mr. President. You know, I did not say that anybody outperformed you. You can go and ask Karan. Actually, I think we did. I don't know, we did, right? Actually, we did. We talked about Mr. Vice President. We talked about his performance. You know, do well. Forget about enemies of progress, Mr. President. Your girl is very happy that you are back. The only thing is, you know, I was so worried when I saw your video. You said you've never been this sick.
I couldn't recall ever being so sick since I was a young man, including the military goes ups and down, going to laboratories, blood transfusions, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I also noticed because you've lost a lot of weight. He also said that he would be going back for treatment, that the vice president will continue as the acting president. So, and he said one thing, that we should all pray for him. We are all hoping that he will get well very soon. At the same time, I wish he wouldn't have to travel that far for treatment. Just one hospital of international standard. This is why I've been shouting all this while, that we need one good hospital of international standard in Nigeria. Instead of you traveling all the way to London and back. I beg, if you can just equip one hospital to be of international standard, even if it is the one at Aso Rock, the VVVIP, you know, so you won't have to travel that far.
I have received, I think, the best of treatment I can receive. You
are not the only one, Mr. President, that has things that you are dealing with. We have other Nigerians as well that cannot even afford to go to London. If we can just learn from what is happening with Mr. President, I think we will be better off in Nigeria if we just have one good hospital of international standard. And don't mind my voice, I'm just a little bit under the weather. You know, the flu is going around. I have catarrh. So as you are praying for Mr. President, you must pray for your girl as well. You guys now don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. I'm so excited about this week's episode because it's all about shout outs and spotlighting regular people that are doing amazing things. Well, some people may not see what they are doing as amazing, but we do, me and Koledo, you know. So we want to spotlight people that are doing amazing things and want to give them kudos on this show. First on my list today, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for 38-year-old Aisha Bakari Gombi. Yes, so a brave woman who was born and raised near Sambisa Forest. Aisha is very popular in Borno as well as Adamawa State. Aisha grew up as a hunter. She's from a lineage of hunters and she also works as a tailor to make ends meet. And so because of her hunting skills and her exceptional knowledge of the terrain, last year the Nigerian army recruited her and 228 other hunters, local hunters, to help them fight Boko Haram. Hold on please. Hey, father, what is this? What was that? Father, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Nigerian government has come again, and the Nigerian army. This is the kind of weapon to give to somebody to go and fight terrorists. Father, someone is already putting their lives on hold trying to fight Boko Haram, and this is what they have to work with. Abarin Campbell, didn't the military recruit her? Yes, they did. If you recruit somebody, you must equip the person. Then now I know why their first rescue mission in Dagu failed. This woman said that we could have freed them if the military had given us better weapons. Meanwhile, whenever someone is kidnapped in the area, an army commander will call Aisha on phone, telling her to assemble a group of hunters to track down the Boko Haram kidnappers. I mean, they can call, but they cannot provide weapons. By the way, they are doing all this to get paid 10,000 naira to go and fight Boko Haram. And would you believe that even that payment is not regular? Now I'm hearing that some of of those people, some of the 228 hunters have already quit because the money has not been regular. There is God in everything we are doing. That is like giving somebody 10,000 per month for them to die. Baba, sure you see what is happening in Nigeria. You must to come down. The judgment, they must to come sooner. But despite the shakaluku that this woman has to work in, is it shakaluku? What did they call it? I'm talking about the double barrel shotgun. This woman and her team have rescued hundreds of hostages. Hundreds! They would go after them, fight and kill the terrorists. As a matter of fact, the people of her town were so grateful to Aisha that they decided to make her a chief in order to show their appreciation for all the times that she has reunited them with their fellow family members that were kidnapped. She has united fathers and mothers and children. And as much as we appreciate Aisha, she's not the only woman fighting terrorists in Nigeria. We also know about another hunter by the name Hamsat Hassan, a mother of 7 children, and so many others. So this is to all the women on the front line, all of you that are risking your lives. You all are amazing. Thank you so much. Thanks to all the 228 male and female hunters who were recruited on a more formal basis last year by the government of Nigeria to help the army in fighting Boko Haram. Now that's what I call bravery, you know, fighting terrorists with that thing that they call a gun. Stop it. You don't have to play it again. They've seen it. Now you want to make the Nigerian government and the Nigerian army look bad. You want people to be abusing us in Nigeria. Mind yourself now. Anyway, you guys now don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. And speaking of shoutouts, one man in Kenya is making a huge difference by looking out for the helpless and dying animals in the wildlife. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for farmer and conservation activist Patrick Mualua. Since September of 2016, this man rents a water tanker, fills it up with water, and he would drive 70 kilometers to get to the Savo West National Park in order to fill up the dried out watering holes just so that animals could drink water. As you guys know, Kenya has faced a lot of deadly droughts. In fact, it's so bad in 2009 that within that year alone, just in 2009, 40% of all the animals in that wildlife, the Savo wildlife, died. 40% of them died because of thirst. I was like, 40%? I was so shocked because that's like almost half of all the animals in that wildlife. And it baffles me that the government of Kenya is not big on this, considering the fact that wildlife tourism is a huge source of income for the Kenyan economy. People travel literally from all over the world to come to the game reserves in Kenya. The government has been doing really well on fighting elephant poaching, as you guys know, but they've not been providing water for the animals. This is why someone like this man should be celebrated. He's making a huge difference. You know, most people would say, well, it's the responsibility of the government, but he says it is the responsibility of all of us. And he does this 4 times in a week, refilling the holes 2 or 3 times per day. So lack of water in the region also causes tension between the animals and the locals. And that's why Patrick said he doesn't see people involved in helping animals so much. So he decided that he would do something about it.
I'm Kenyan. I don't see people involved in helping animals so much, especially wildlife. And I said when I grow up, I want to do something for wildlife. And now the time has come that my really focus is in wildlife.
Now he's 41 years old and he's able to afford to do this for the animals. I noticed that the animals would drink everything even before he leaves. And he's able to bring all kinds of animals together. You know, elephants, zebras, buffaloes, and antelopes. You name it. They're all thirsty, so they will all come. Apparently, though, they now know his rented truck, as in the animals know his rented truck. And they always look forward to his arrival. So Patrick decided that he wants to buy his own truck because it cost him about $250 to rent each truckload of water. And also he wants to dig a borehole for the animals right inside the park so that he won't have to travel far. I mean, how wonderful is that? In fact, he set up a GoFundMe account and how much has he raised? Fada! Oh my goodness! Hello somebody. Isn't that amazing? See, when you decide to do good for others, there will always be people that will believe in what you're doing, that will believe in what you stand for, and they will be willing to partner with you. I'm so excited that his dreams will come true. I mean, with this money, he can do even much more. And if anyone out there is willing to donate for his project, please find him on GoFundMe. He's still taking donations, and we're also proud of what this man has done. You guys not know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. And And my last shout out today goes to some women in South Africa that are literally changing destinies. These women are changing destinies. As you all know, some people throw away their babies. I know it's unbelievable, but trust me, it happens. We've seen several stories about babies found in trash cans, babies found in the river, babies flushed in the toilet, babies abandoned by the roadsides. I mean, the list goes on and on. Some people even kill their babies. Well, these women that I'm talking about in South Africa realize that they cannot prevent some people that are bent on getting rid of their babies. They can prevent them from getting rid of the babies. So they decided that, you know what? You bring us your babies, we will take them. So they formed a charity organization known as Door of Hope in order to provide a safe place for mothers who do not want to keep their babies. And the way they do this thing is amazing. They have a drop box. It's like a hatch. So a woman can open the box from outside and drop her baby and walk away. At Door of Hope, someone can place a baby into the hatch and then a signal will go off inside the house, alerting the caretakers that a baby has arrived. And then the caretakers will then wash their hands and then go and get the baby. And the baby is then washed, fed, and then they will prepare documents for the baby. Guess how many babies these women have rescued in the last 17 years that they've been doing this? More than 1,500 babies have been rescued. I mean, more than 1,500 people.
When I first came here, I think a week later, then the child came through a bin. I cried. I just broke into tears. Can somebody just put a child in a bin just like that? It was touchy. It was something that is unusual to me as a human being.
Last year alone, 64 babies were dropped and 28 of them have been adopted. These are babies that would have been left by the roadside or even killed. And not all the babies come through the drop box, by the way. Oftentimes, policemen will bring babies that were abandoned, and sometimes hospital staffs will bring babies. I mean, when a mother slips away after giving birth, so they will bring them to Door of Hope. These women nurture these babies and many of them are given out for adoption. Several times they are adopted by foreign families. But they said that lately adoption has been very slow, so a lot of times they end up in orphanages once they grow up. This charity was founded by a South African pastor named Cheryl Allen. Her and her son founded this charity and it's been funded by the government social welfare department as well as private donations. So if someone out there would like to partner with them, please don't hesitate to visit their website and you can find out more information about them. I love the fact that one of the babies that was rescued several years ago recently came back to volunteer at this same charity house where she grew up. I'm talking about Georgina Smith. She's now a student at East Carolina University here in the US. She was adopted by an American family and so she grew up here in the US. I've heard some people say that these women are encouraging mothers to give their babies away. I was like, heck no. If they don't have this charity organization, some women will still throw out their babies. You can prevent that. But with what this charity organization is doing, less babies will die. So these women are literally changing lives. They're literally changing destinies of these children, such as Georgina Smith. I mean, we're also proud of who she is today, and we're also proud of what these people are doing. You guys not do know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Also, before I sign out, I want to thank everybody that has partnered with us at Kawa Foundation. You know, we're also trying to make a difference. Just like the people that we spotlighted today on the show, we have enough food to feed more than 900,000 internally displaced people. And the food is sitting in Utah, and we're trying to get it from Utah to Texas to Nigeria. So thank you to everybody that has partnered with us. We're so grateful. Nothing is too small. And also, if there's anybody out there that can help us, we're almost at our target. We're trying to raise $10,000 to send the first container. So if there's anyone out there who's yet to partner with us and you would like to, please visit our GoFundMe page. We're almost there. Please, let's make this a reality. I'll be so grateful. And like I said, we're sending Vitamil, which is very nutritious. It's halal friendly. It's purely vegetarian. You will see it in different parts of the world. It is the food that is sent to people in disaster areas. Please help me make this a reality, and I will be so grateful to every one of you. All right, you guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So before I leave today, I want you guys to enjoy this dance competition between a father and his son. I believe this happened in Zimbabwe. I believe they call it the horse race dance. And I just want you guys to tell me, who do you think won this competition? Maybe I won. I think I won. I'm out of breath. You guys not doing anything. I'm just keeping it real. Give me some water.
Growing up in Kenya, my sister and I were very close. But like any sisters, we fought a lot. She always got new clothes, and I always got hand-me-downs. Now she's putting her children through school in Kenya. We still fight sometimes, especially when I send money for the kids. I tell her, buy some clothes for the younger one, and we both laugh.
With nearly 500,000 locations, our app and online, this is moving money for better.
Alright y'all, it's been real and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Until next week, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace out!